Hello, my name is Crazy, and we're back with another modded 7 Days to Die video. I'm actually going to be going over the ultimates, like this one here, and some of the other modded items in the different classes. It's meant to be a continuation of the last one, where I went over each of the classes as a short overview. Um, just to correct some mistakes from last time, I forgot to mention that you can buy class chests at a trader to replenish your alts, and there was discussion about doing an advanced version, giving you better gear than like this level 1 weapon. There was also a plan to have subclassing, so instead of only using one, you can mix two together to create new combinations. I don't have much details on that, but it's in the plans for it. With that out of the way, I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, we're going to start with the Assassin class. The whole thing about them is stealth. I guess that's all the clothes he gets, just a hat and a bandana. All classes only get a partial set of clothes, but the main thing will be the ultimates. Get some machete. He does get a silencer mod, but he does not start with a firearm. So it's useless for him once he gets a handgun or SMG, it'll be really good. Also gets Night Stalker, 50% sneak damage to sleeping victims at night, and Great Heist, which is breaking the safes faster. But he gets two special abilities. The Penthrax Injector is the personal invisibility. It lasts longer, but it limits your weapons to 9mm, I believe knives, and gotta check, maybe even bows. Either a melee weapon or 9mm. Okay, so no bows. And it lasts 60 seconds. What's different than the smoke bomb is that this one is for the entire team within a radius. And you can use any weapon. But it's only 20 seconds. Yeah, turn that on. So I will be showing how both of these work. Everything else from his class is standard gear and a full stack of lockpicks. So I do have a melee weapon. We are going to just spawn in an enemy or two. Yeah, I'm not even sure what some of these are. There's 11 pages. So I will definitely have to look through. Alright, so there's Zombie Steve. Let's get his attention. Okay, I guess that did not work. Or maybe it did because he is not attacking us. What's the cooldown on that? Oh yeah, we replaced the bags with these. I am bleeding. I'm a little out of practice with this. You just bear with me. Yeah, maybe I was too close. Yeah. Let me. Yep, and everything has a cooldown. I might have been too close or something. It is perked as well. Help if I access the right perk tree. So from the shadows, is more likely you'll stay hidden. I don't know if I can use this while. Okay, I cannot. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, I'm probably just dead here. Oh, I'm probably just dead here. Alright. Let's restart this whole thing. Because this is the way it should be. Spawn you in. Right, in theory, I'm invisible. Nope, I got 50 seconds left. Where is he at? Yeah, I guess he can kind of tech me. But you see, he didn't hit me till after I hit him. So that's how it's meant to work. Got infected, of course I did. That's sort of how it's meant to work, is so they lose you, or you can use it before they see you to sneak by them. And I'll use smoke bomb once that cooldown's done, but it's pretty much the same thing, just a weaker version, but it's team based. Alright, so that was the poorest example of how the Pentarex works. Um, but that is sort of like when I use smoke bomb. If I was teamed up with like the infantry, who's a very loud class, sort of the same problem they would have. I'm half tempted. I got 20 seconds. I'm gonna pop this first and then spawn something in. Hopefully it won't see me immediately. Pop that. See, like he can sense me, but he can't see me. Never mind, he can see me. He didn't see me at first, but again, it's all stealth based. Someone else came up red. Struggling a little bit. But that is the assassin class. You get like a serrated blade on this, get the bleed damage. Silencer, just sneak around and kill things from back. I need that. Yep. And they are meant to run like a light armor for as much speed and stealth checks they can get. And then we'll be moving on to our next class. Alright, so our next class will be the Intel, which is also a very, I guess, stealthy build, but in a way that's different than the Assassin. The main job is mobility and evasion rather than sneak damage. They get 2 of the Pistol Pete books to aid with their handgun skill, along with the full auto group. I think this is meant to be more like a military scout rather than just like a random person. Running shoes for extra movement speed. They also get a walkie-talkie and an earphone. It doesn't really seem like it does anything when you're by yourself, but it can be used for long-range communications. Most of the time people use Discord, so not something that would really be needed in this game unless you were true in roleplay. The night vision goggles are interesting compared to everything else. Having the okay, having the flashlight, I thought it was attachment, but it's not. So it's interesting. What am I doing wrong here? No, I think that is night vision, it's just red instead of green. What's interesting about this is this does not cure fear like the headlights do. So this one gets rid of fear, this one doesn't, but it does not create fear. At least not from standing in the environment. Certain enemies may still cause it, but I mean certain enemies can cause it when you're wearing a flashlight too. The mining helmet in case you don't want to use the night vision. First aid bandage, some food and water. What'll really be interesting is all of these placeable items, which is what we are going over. So we'll do this one last. Alright, so the jump pad, bring up the description for you, is, how does this work? Yep. So does this have fall damage? No. So that's what the jump pad does, help get you in the air. Not the parachute, obviously, but it uses vehicle physics, which obviously shouldn't, and you can't use the jump pad while you have that on. Does it have storage? I don't think it has storage. And you have to place it on the ground first, so you can't jump on jump pad and then activate it. But if you were up on a roof or the top of the mountain, you could use it to safely get down. Which I'm... How do I fly? Hang on. Fly mode, let's... this one here will be a little bit thin to try to place it. I cannot wait for this to go wrong. So we are going to turn on God mode, but I don't want either of those. Alright. Yeah. Wait. Just left me. There we go. So yeah. I mean, it's a parachute. Maybe one day we'll have it set so you can activate it directly from your toolbar. Why is it doing that? Alright, I guess we're fine. But yeah, hopefully we can one day do it from the toolbar instead of having to place it on the ground. It'll be safer and it'll work with the jump pad a little bit better. But yeah, that is the parachute. Right, I guess I'm not picking that up. Next is the glider, which works the same. You have to put it down. Using it is a little bit troublesome. I don't even know if I'm going to get it to fit in there. Oh, so yeah, this is a flat enough area. How do I just realize I don't know how to get down? Did I turn off God mode? No, I'm still in God mode. I don't usually use God mode, so, or flying. Alright. That. Yep. And there is a wall there. I am stuck. But yeah, it glides. If you can use it properly. I cannot. This isn't a class I use that much. Because everything is so difficult to get used properly. So this one, there's no description, but it's a firework. And it should just be, help if I actually equipped it. Should be used as a distraction. Do I have to manually? There we go. I'm not sure how many times that goes off, or if it's just once. And you can't reuse them. Or maybe. Can you reuse them? Or maybe it wasn't done. So, because that's not the right button. That's not the right button. Which of these buttons? There we go, it's F6. Alright. Can I set this up to where enemies won't see me? F6. Something that isn't going to kill me if things go wrong. Before I spawn anything in, I did not grab the handgun. Oh, okay, that's just a mod. Yeah, so this is what to start with in terms of clothes, but let's spawn in a couple enemies and see if I can get them to aggro the firework instead of me. I think they aggroed me. Oh, that one did at least. I don't like to spawn them further away. Here, I can actually use invisible. This works, right? Yeah. Apparently it... Invisible. Alright, apparently it doesn't work the way I thought it did. If used properly, it's supposed to distract them. Clearly, I am not good with setting up zombies. At all. Yeah, and that would leave us with just the juice. I think this one does have an effect to see. So it gives water, but it gives stamina regen, and your running speed is increased by 50% for 2 minutes. The Intel ultimate ability upon drinking juice gains 250% movement speed. Okay, one of those is wrong. You become the god of speed in addition gains a lightning particle effect. Yeah. So in third person you should be able to see this effect. Yep. Then, yeah. Yes, this is where I say this design for movement speed. Because you are not running this fast otherwise. Okay, you can't run up a cliff apparently. But, I mean, 2 minutes, you can get a pretty good distance. And like all the other classes, it has the cooldown. You do get the glass jar from it. Oh, I forgot, you actually wear this, you don't hold it. This one, you have to actually equip in your hand. But, I gotta take the earpiece off. So, yeah, that's... Yeah, okay, so that does change it just the block after it's used. But that is the Intel class. I'm gonna get a couple other little things, but nothing serious. Alright, next up is the Marksman class, which is a sort of sniper build. Let's just start. So you get the rifle schematic, flashlight, 2 of the ranger books to help with the bow, the scope for the rifle to start with, string mod for the bow, a little bit of food, glasses which increase perception, poncho, cigarettes which gives strength, a sniper book, cowboy mod, and just some generic items. The dead on is actually the ultimate on this one. Lets you see enemies, like lights them up so you can see them. It also increases entity damage by quite a bit, even gives bonus perception. So, you're just going to... Oops, didn't mean to hit that modifier. Yeah, that's sort of what they start with clothes-wise. I'm not going to read any of the books, but I'll just start with the gear. Oh, is that not a scope for it? Thought it was. Is this just a binocular? Okay, it's just a binocular. So you can see from far away. Oh, didn't let the animation finish. And dead on. Alright, so let's wrong button. Right button actually, because I gotta do that. Nope, not that one. Alright, how do I get rid of that on the side now? There we go. Alright, let's just get something easy so I don't get killed. I shouldn't have spawned that one in. Well, I need something a little bit stronger because I don't necessarily want to one-shot it. Better try to spawn it further away. As you see, that took 2 shots. And if we spawn another one, and use that, you see he's on fire now. That I don't think that does damage, it just lights him up so we can see. And he dies instantly. And the night vision, I think, is from the ultimate as well, which I didn't realize it did. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm thinking of the hunter. Yeah, so he doesn't get much, just pretty straightforward with this class. Yeah, Intel's probably... I skipped the hunter class. I'll go back and do that. Intel's got a lot compared to some of the others with all the placeable objects. The other ones don't necessarily get all that. Put that back on. So we can see. Alright, so I'll be right back when that countdown's over.